Big deal.
Facts. Uh-oh. Dun.
Let's go. Hello, Chuck Morgan. How are you doing?
How are you, Miss Mika? How are you?
Hi. Yeah, could you explain what's going on?
Well, there's no big thing. To to your points, as far as this whole scholarly thing. Remember, it was only the reason I said that on that post was because you were the one that said you two need to debate and get this thing over with. So
Right.
my response was, well, if that's the case, the only way I would debate him is if you had a historic or a comparative linguist who's a professional
Th-
in that
That's what he
field.
asked you
Hold it,
to
let me finish.
find.
So that they would be able to stop him at each point without me having to do it myself and then point out the inconsistencies or the violations against the comparative linguistic model, the rules that's already been established for over 200 years. So that's all I was saying in regards to that, as well as having an Assyriologist that will be able to add credence or even agree with him with regards to the Sumerian language. That's all I was saying. Not that it was some ongoing discussion that, oh, I am the one, because that became the red herring. That became this new talking point to get away from the position that I was standing on, as well as many other people that have criticized him, which was that he, quote, had been doing 20 years of research. But in that 20 years, he's got all these groundbreaking theories about the Sumerian language being related to African languages, blah, blah, blah. But he never had the courage to present that work before the body of real linguists that they could critique his work and challenge him, as opposed to he just saying it on YouTube as a YouTuber. So that was my whole point. If you're so thorough in what you say and what you got, to take it to the big shots, take it to the big boys, and see how thorough you really are. That's all
Okay.
I was saying.
Yeah, but if you feel that way, why don't you find one that you like that you would think would do a great job to do that?
Well, here's the thing.
Why
Here's
he
the
got
thing.
to find his own? That don't, you know?
No. If you go back to that post, what I said was, Garfield, you find it because you got access to a lot of these guys. I know some people, but they're not going to waste their time because they've already looked at his work and they see that it's absolutely ridiculously false. They've already looked at it.
But that's not even proving anything. They looked at it, but they're not
Well, I tell
saying
you
what he did was wrong.
I tell you what. I've already put up a number of posts and videos showing that he's in violation of the comparative method that he claims to be so astute in. He has no degrees in it. He's never taken any college course on it, and it shows in his work. So that's all I was saying. Not that I'm supposed to go out and grab an Assyriologist or a linguist. I said that if I were to ever debate him, we need to have a fact checker there, as opposed to the audience who will be clueless on some of the rhetoric and the talking points that he would use, because he's very good. Like any one of the cult leaders, they're very skillful in using the rhetoric and the talking points that will lose the audience. But to professionals who study it, who know what to look for, they will be able to freeze. That's not reality. There is no rhotic sound in Sumerian. So any comparative method you're using by claiming like burr and dor and duru, and you're using the R sound, that's impossible because we don't have that in Sumerian. So your whole comparative argument on that level falls completely on its face. So that's all I was pointing out. And I put up enough posts as well as videos from different channels going at him. Then the only reason I went after him is because dude was taking shots at me. I don't even fuck with him because I was like, dude is a Bama. I don't even need to even waste my time with him. But because he started throwing these little pot shots, I'm on his ass now.
Woo!
I love
That's how I
Well,
feel.
yeah,
So
you
all
know.
that diplomatic shit and being nice and trying to be professional, fuck that shit. I'm being like I am, and I've always been. I had to tone my language down because I'm dealing with that whoppy and stuff, and I don't want to lose audience. But I'm treating dude like he treated me. He disrespected me. So I'm on his ass. So fuck him.
Yep. And if sorry, if you out there and you listening, this is what it is.
Yeah,
You
beans
know,
bitch ass home.
he thinks you're wrong, Asar. So, and you want a professional to say that you're
No,
wrong. You
what
don't
what
want
I said
just an
was
ordinary
no. What
person.
I said was I want to. No, you see, you're missing the point of what I was saying initially. Forget about getting somebody up to debate them. Bring your work before the experts. If you got 20 years of groundbreaking results, then present it to the experts so that they can critique it, analyze it, scrutinize it, criticize it, as opposed to the lay person who may see different things because they're involved in a particular field of study of language, Sumerian. Have the experts look at it. And though you can pull it up on ChatGPT, you can look at what do you call it, Claude, um, uh, or any AI. Hell, you can look it up in any search engine and look at his comparative method, and you see that it's some fringe idea that has no credibility. And for one, he refuses, after 20 years of research, to present it before the experts. I mean,
Hey,
how magnificent could you not be if you came across something that they say that scholars and no one has done the work, then you refuse to present it to the people that you say you're a part of, your peers, even though you don't have a degree in that area. But that's notwithstanding. That's all I was saying. But because I'm talking on something totally different, talking about the Black Sumerian thing, and because I critiqued his boy Herman Hermstein, who's another grifter like him, he gets pissed off and starts throwing little shots at the brother, me. And I'm from DC, so I like the smoke. Bring it.
I like that you like the smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that either Garfield or somebody could find an expert where it could squash this whole thing. It could like end it.
You're still missing the point.
I don't
Why don't listen,
understand.
listen, listen, sweet,
Okay.
listen. Why not just take your work, submit it to a linguistic journal? And I even on one of the videos I did, I gave 8, no, I gave 10 journals that specialize in that, peer reviewed. But he refuses to. Why? Because he knows that shit will be kicked out of right where it came. Because they know it's all bullshit. But hey, if it pays his rent, keep a window in his car, cool.
He throwing shots.
I ain't throwing no
Oh,
shots. I'm
dude.
shooting shots. I'm throwing.
Okay. It's gonna be shot back. Watch. I'm gonna hear something
And you
else.
can throw the shot, you
Okay.
know. Shit, my shots is that man, we can meet up somewhere. We can get in the ring and do a charity boxing match. That's the real
It's
shot.
just information. Just
Yeah, it's all
information.
good. But like I said, you take shots at me, I'm gonna come at your bitch ass. That's how I roll.
I seen your presentation on what his guy name? Kimverse or whatever. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen
That's
his.
one of several, just different places. Because people who are willing to listen, I'm willing to share it.
Maybe
Yeah.
Golf will share it one day and share.
I'd be happy to come on in and bring the presentation. I still have stuff I haven't even brought up. But my whole thing was because I enjoy, studying and dealing with people who, have a vested interest in the Sumerian language, history, and culture. I enjoy it. It's a good hobby for me. In spite of
Right.
all the other things I do. However, when I see these guys that are like Billy Carson and Umar Johnson and Dr. York, I see Asar Imhotep as one of them kind of characters. And I'm not going to sit back and let another Zechariah Sitchin come and mess up something that I enjoy. Where we got
Wow.
people who are quoting this clown and they thinking it's true. That's that. And I even spoke to some seriologists and told y'all need to start stepping your game up and going after these grifters because they are tapping into your livelihood. Sure, he can do that, behind the scenes, on the ground, on YouTube, Facebook, or even sell it on Amazon, where it's no big thing. But the real credibility will be submitting your work before a peer review journal. That's it. So any debate should follow that, because then if he said, well, his work has been analyzed and found to be quite sound, then anyone who would debate him, then he become a real competitive individual in academia. But right now, he ain't no better than you or me.
Mm.
He just knows the rhetoric. He just knows the talking points. Just like any other grifter knows how to be professional in how you articulate the arguments in order to captivate the audience.
Well, Asar is a very smart person, and Wu Jiao is too. So,
I this has nothing to do with Yaru. And that was the whole point of why I never went after him after he took those shots at me, because I did the Black Sumerian thing on the Garfield show, is because my man that's my man. That's his man too. And I don't want to put my brother involved in that shit.
Hey Chuck, why don't
Yeah.
you do this? I see you on what's his name channel. By the way, to that guy.
Yeah, I know. But what you about to say?
He talk about sorry, talk about his ass. But he got that Egyptomaniac nonsense too. But that's another time. Because he don't like me at all. He calls me all you're not smart. He do the whole Asar thing. You're not smart enough to have this. He does that too. He does
and
that
he got
too.
the voice too.
Let you
Well,
know.
look, I'm like this, man. I'm friends with everybody. I mean, all the people I'm friends with are everybody's a rival. Everybody's going at each other, but I'm neutral. I don't get involved in that. We just deal with something on a specific
Just
topic.
asking if it's okay for me to put it on my channel because I want to put it on a couple.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah,
just asking.
You just focus on that. That whatever's pertinent, whatever you need, keep it going. I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
I stand by everything.
We could have commentary on it too.
Sure. Sure.
What up, Garfield? What up, Chuck? What up,
Hey, what's up, G?
Hey.
I don't understand one thing they're talking about. I have no commentary.
Hey, you know what, Garfield? I'm sitting here raising my voice. I'm over here at work, man. I'm supposed to be getting off in about I'll be off in about 15 minutes, but after I heard Mika, my dear sister, I had to come on. And now, I would never come on and say anything disparaging about you, but I just wanted to bring clarity to that argument, because because the way that he framed it now is that, I said for years that I want to debate your teachers. But the point is that some of these teachers looked at his stuff and said, I'm not wasting my time arguing with this guy. This guy is...
It goes back to this, Mika. People don't want to admit that they're wrong.
Of course you don't want to admit it. Come on, man. 20 years of research, and you ain't brought your arguments before the experts? But you want an expert to come and sit and be a referee in the debate. But you won't submit it to the big boys, a whole line of experts in your quote field. Get out of here. You know what that is.
Aren't black?
Huh?
Or are you Sumerians weren't black?
No. Nope. Now that I'll debate anybody on.
Sabia, you want that?
Anybody can get it. And be specific. And this is what I said on a couple other shows recently. Is that when people ask that question, I have to ask them, what is your definition of black?
African.
No.
So I agree with you.
I think Chuck's a hater, man. They Africans, bro. They black like tar.
I wish they Garfield. I wish they were.
Oh, so what you think they was light skinned? What they was? You know what? I see the Sumerian. I have a picture in my head. They are like what we would say Indian looking, like that type of look they may have, like
that, like Dravidian.
Yeah, like that kind of look.
But here's
that's
the
what
thing.
I would say.
I'm
What you
sorry.
say? No,
Here's the
what you
thing.
say?
Well, I do what my dear brother Zion Lex said, and I always quote him on this. We look crazy trying to tell them what they look like when they left records of how they look.
Mm-hmm.
We look crazy.
Yeah, that's good.
Exactly. That's the crazy part.
Didn't Zion used to teach at they black too?
Who?
He used to teach at they black, right?
Who, me?
No, Zion.
Oh, I suppose. Yeah, I think he did. I don't know if he still does, but you know, I may have to sit down with him because I really respect him. And, you know, we did that show, Garfield. He and I, we sat down, we had a discussion about that, and you never put the show back up.
Oh,
Well,
you did?
I deleted it by accident, yo.
Oh,
Oh
damn.
man, that was a classic, man. It was so
Damn.
I
respectful.
remember
We
that
were
show.
discussing it.
Zion kept saying, he's probably
Yeah.
saying, I don't want to put it up because of whatever. Nah, bro.
It's all good. No big deal. But anyway, that was my whole point, Sister Mika. You know, I just wanted to bring some context to the argument behind the scenes. Is that they're trying to run away from his obligation to present his work to be critiqued by experts, rather than changing the narrative to say that, oh, well, Chuck is ducking the fact that he is supposed to get a sumerologist to debate me or to critique my work. No, you take it to the historical comparative linguists who specialize in that field, who have decades of history in that field. Not some brother who is opposed to you because he studies mid a mid-level Sumerian grammar. No, it's not that easy. You got to take it to the stars, and then we'll see how thorough you are. But my good brother Ned did an excellent job in presenting his argument, showing how the fallacy in his arguments have always been, which pretty much is why he still to this day, 2025, refuses to bring that work before the experts. That's all I'm saying. You so thorough, take your stuff to the big boy. If you don't want to take it to them, then you will always be this mediocre character that's on YouTube and Facebook pushing an argument like you some scholar. But I got to run because I got to get ready to clock out.
Okay, thanks for hitting the link.
I appreciate you.
Now
Enjoy.
we know.
Mika starting trouble. The
Now
middle troublemaker.
I'm not starting trouble. It's just stuff going on that people not maybe aware of. Okay.
That's what Mika does.
You
Yeah,
know.
she's always been a troublemaker.
Oh yeah, right. I start good trouble, not bad trouble.
Mika does want to see a debate. She loves debates.
Oh yeah, it's fun. And plus, you know, if people get it right, it could be educational too.